A Dayton mother breaks down when a jury finds her guilty of cooking her baby to death in a microwave. Good evening to you all. I'm Michelle Kingsfield.
And I'm Mark Allen. It took the jurors less than 7 hours to convict China Arnold of aggravated murder. Our Megan O'Rourke has been in court every day since this trial began. She's live to tell us why Arnold's family members believe this is not the end. Megan?
As you probably know by this point, this is Arnold's third trial. The first resulted in a mistrial. The second time she was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. But that ruling was later overturned by the Court of Appeals, which brings us up to today. Arnold was found guilty, but family members are now criticizing the court, saying she didn't get a fair trial.
This jury, being duly impaneled and sworn, finds the defendant, China Arnold, guilty of the crime of aggravated murder for the death of Paris Talley on August 30th of 2005.
China Arnold drops her head in defeat as the jury's decision starts to sink in.
To juror number 7, is this your verdict? To juror number 8, is this your verdict?
It took 12 jurors just a few hours to reach the unanimous decision. China Arnold purposely killed her 28-day-old daughter, Paris Talley, by burning her in a microwave in 2005. Because Arnold still has to be sentenced, the judge kept a gag order in place so prosecutors and Arnold's attorneys aren't able to react. But immediately after court, her family and supporters had lots to say.
This is racism. This is injustice.
Bishop Richard Cox, leader of the local chapter of the SCLC, says an alternate juror was released earlier this week because she was overheard talking about her feelings on the case and Arnold's guilt. Judge Mary Wiseman never addressed the dismissal in open court, and Cox says that raises a lot of questions.
I think this had an effect on the other jurors and effect on the outcome of the guilty verdict in this case. I think it should have been declared a mistrial. I think the judge should have addressed it. She did not.
This makes me think that China didn't get a fair case, because if this juror felt that way, how do we know the rest of them didn't feel this way, already had a preconceived notion that China was guilty?
Crystal McGee says the only thing that was proven in court was that her niece can't get a fair trial in Dayton. And with sentencing still to come and the death penalty on the table, she worries the worst is still to come.
Yes, I'm fearing. I'm fearing for her life. Yes. You know, I have a faith in God, and I have to trust.
Now, the jury was released for the weekend, but will return on Monday for the first day of the death penalty phase. That's essentially a second trial, and jurors will have to decide if Arnold should be put to death. Reporting live, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News on your side.